Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. Installing a hitch on your Jeep Grand Cherokee can lead to some amazing adventures, such as biking, camping, or road trips to your favorite destination. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now let's take a look at how I completed this Blue Ox hitch installation. You'll need the following tools and supplies to complete this installation. Begin under the rear of the bumper and remove 4 fasteners with a 10mm socket. There are 2 on either side. Now remove 4 fasteners from behind the wheel well. We're going to use an 8mm socket instead of a Phillips head bit. It'll be a little easier. With our fasteners removed, we can now gently remove the fender trim. First, I'm going to protect some body lines with masking tape. Once protected, gently pull the clips from the vehicle body. Once we have removed the easy clips up to the body lines, there are 4 more difficult to remove trim clips. They have 2 little wings that we want to squeeze to ease the removal. We can reach back behind the fender trim and squeeze them and pry them out. Finally, you can remove the hidden 10mm fastener. And now repeat these steps for the passenger side fender. With the cargo hatch up, remove 2 fasteners hiding behind plastic covers. Use a flathead screwdriver to lift the cover, and then remove the 10mm fastener. Next up, we can remove the vehicle's tail lights. Use a flathead screwdriver to remove the trim cover hiding the fasteners. Remove the fastener with a T30 Torx bit. We're now ready to remove the tail light. We can use some soapy water to help lubricate the body pins that are in there. The body pins are holding the tail light that way, so let's gently pull it towards ourselves. Now disconnect the tail light adapter. The adapter does come out of the tail light. Be sure to support the tail light so it doesn't fall. Now repeat for the passenger tail light. We are now ready to remove the fascia from the vehicle. We would recommend getting a second set of hands or a bumper stand to help support the bumper. There are parking sensors in the bumper and they are connected on both sides. We're going to need to remove that connection before we can pull it away from the vehicle. Begin near the hidden fastener in the fender trim and unclip the fascia up to the taillight cavity. This gives you access to remove an electrical connector. For ease of removal, use a trim panel tool to get the connector away from the vehicle, exposing the safety latch and the tab. The white safety latch itself is the tab to remove them. Multiple clips hold the fascia in the taillight cavity. Use a flathead screwdriver if you need to help lift them over rather than pulling and damaging the fascia. Repeat these steps on the driver's side. Remember, this clip hangs on very well. Sometimes you can lift it off without using the screwdriver. Now is when you'll need your second set of hands or your stand, as we're going to remove the final clips. Use a flathead screwdriver to depress tabs along the rear of the fascia. So we're just on the flap, pushing down and pulling the tab away. Once a couple have released their grip, it will now pull itself out. A tab on the plastic structure seen here is in here, and we are pressing down on the plastic to release it. Our next step will be to temporarily lower the exhaust. First, support it with a strap. Lower your exhaust brackets by removing 13mm fasteners. There is 1 here. As well, there are 2 here. Repeat for the other side. It is good to note that the hitch we're installing fits the 2-row and 3-row Grand Cherokees. Some of your steps in this area may differ, depending if you have the 3rd row. We currently are working on a 2-row. We're now ready to remove the bumper beam hardware. There are 6 fasteners, 3 on each side, holding it back. We're going to use a 21mm socket to remove them. However, with a ratchet, they are very hard to get loose. We would highly recommend a breaker bar. Then you can come back with your ratchet or remove them by hand. This hardware will not be reinstalled. You can return it to the vehicle owner. When loosening your final bolt, you will find some tension in the bumper beam. Go ahead and lift up to relieve the tension, get the last bolt out. Be sure not to let go because it is ready to be removed from the vehicle. We are now ready to raise the hitch into position. I will be using the U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you do not have one, I would recommend getting a second set of hands to support the hitch while you fish the hardware. But first, let's take a look at the different mounting locations. Here on the passenger side bracket, you will see holes 1, 2, 3, and 4. L models with 3 rows of seat will use 4 and 2 as the mounting locations. 2-row models like ours will use 1 and 3. Lift the hitch into the vehicle frame and align your chosen mounting holes. We're now ready to fish the 1/2-inch carriage bolts in position. Remember, 2 on the side and 1 vertical on each frame rail. We're now ready to install our carriage bolts. The 2 vertical bolts will not need fish wires, but we will fish wire in the 4 horizontal ones. Place on a flat washer and a hex nut. Use your fish wire by passing it into the forwardmost hole first, and then passing it rearward past the cross tube. Spin on a carriage bolt, and then pull it into position. Now the rearmost hole in the same fashion. Now repeat for the other side. On this 2-roll model, I am able to install the hardware without the fish wiring. For the 2-row seat version, there is an additional small 5/16 bolt that we're going to put into position as well. Be sure you connect to this hole because this hole does not have a carriage and the bolt will just spin. You can now tighten and torque the hardware to the manufacturer's specifications. We will be using a 3/4 inch socket to tighten the 1/2-inch hardware. We will return for the 5/16 after we return the exhaust. Now return the exhaust bracket to the new 5/16 bolt and place on a new flange nut. We're going to use a 13mm socket for those 2 extra hardware. You can now return your remaining factory exhaust hardware. Don't forget to remove your exhaust strap. Now install the Blue Ox Hitch bracket. Included are 2 bolts. They install using a 3/8 socket. Align your mounting locations, place the screw into position, and then grab your tool. You will be cutting threads into this area. Now we can address wiring or returning the fascia. I do suggest wiring while the bumper is off because the power wire will route down the passenger side here underneath the fascia. Little harder to do after the fascia is on, however it is doable. In our case, we have a 4xe and we're going to run a different type of power wire. If you do not have the 4xe, follow the link up above to another wiring video where I run this power wire on a non-4xe Grand Cherokee. For the 4xe wiring installation, follow this link to that wiring video. We're now ready to return the fascia to the vehicle. Once you have the bumper hung in position, press from the center, working your way outwards. Now, return all the fasteners. Now return your wheel well fasteners. Return the taillights, plug in the new adapter, and reseat it into the taillight. Align the taillight and press it gently into position. Return the T30 Torx fastener and the trim cover. We can now press the fender trim back into position, beginning at the rear passenger door. Now connect the bumper sensor's electrical adapter on both sides. Now that our hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle onto level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. From the pinhole to the end of the bumper is 3 inches. From the ground to the top of the inside of the receiver is 22 1/4 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. Do you have any questions about the products seen in this video? Or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can even download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.